has it live legit right now.
Okay, guys, we're finally live. I don't know what happened, how to update OBS, but we are just like that live. There is no intro music. Go ahead and take away the show.
And no countdown. That seems to be your forte this time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Somewhat Petty Podcast. I'm your host, the Big Bad Wolf King. And you know what? Today we got a big show today, so hopefully we can keep the intro short. But first up is the new term, the gaming industry's honesty broker, the man on a lifetime quest for 100 JRPGs, and who is hereby dubbed the Quest Giver. All they want.
Hello,
Mr. Quest Giver. And now for the big brother, Mr. Never Plays Video Games, the one keeping the lights and the mics on, the show running, the video streaming. His nickname is now the Showrunner at Dusty AF.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. And if you missed last episode, you should go see it because it was great. We saw a controller dismantled, repaired, put back together by the next big thing on Twitch, who I hereby dub the Repairman. Twitch.tv/DorkyRaptor88.
Go watch Godzilla -1. It's out on Netflix.
Yep, and there's his plug for the day. All right. So really quick, I want to know what you guys playing. Dustin on stream, I think that's Octopath Traveler 2. Have you played it? Or you just booted up for the first time right now?
I literally just booted up for the first time right now. I'm about to start playing it. Other than this, I played about an hour and a half of Hellblade 2. And that was it. It got a little too scary. Haven't picked it up since.
Do you play with the lights off? In your door closed, lights off, headphones on?
Yes. Through the HomePods, actually, which have 7 speakers each. Yes.
Is that another Apple plug?
That's another Apple. Dude, it's Dub season. I'm just saying. Dub is this Monday. We are hyped as hell. And then we got the Xbox Super Bowl this Sunday. And then, there might be someone's birthday in between there.
I think you're overhyping the Xbox stuff a little bit. Speaking of Xbox, all day long, you love Xbox. What you playing? What's going on?
hello. I cannot stand Xbox. I was like, until they gain my trust again.
And they need games for that, right?
Huh?
And they need games for that to happen?
That would be a good start. But no, what am I playing? Oh my goodness. I'm actually in the middle of 2 Game of the Year nominees for myself. And maybe overall. Persona 3 Reload. Having a blast with that. About 17% in. And the other one is actually the game I chose to buy instead of Octopath Traveler 2 that is being displayed, and that is Unicorn Overlord. I'm about 62% into that one. And yes, I am loving every bit of it. It is great.
You've been working that one for a while, right?
What's up?
You've been working Unicorn Overlord for a while?
Oh yeah, I have plenty of hours in that one. That one is, it's like Fire Emblem. I could just spend way too much time in it. It's great. But I did pick up and play a bit of Animal Well. That was pretty cool. I don't know if anybody has played it, and if you have on PlayStation, it does a very good use of the haptic feedbacks. It's great. Like you're just like rolling in bushes. You can feel it in the remote. It's like, I was like, yeah. I was like, didn't think I would care for that game, but it was pretty neat. Like I said, 20, 30 minutes. I was actually playing it while I was waiting for Fortnite to download because my daughter picked me up on that. I was doing a lot of Rock Band Festival. That was fun. And then my daughter found out I'm pretty decent at shooters, so she keeps trying to get me to do duels with her. Where I pretty much do everything and she just runs in the background.
You're the carry, yeah.
I was like, yeah. But, I had a little bit of fun with that. Yeah, that's a lot. But yeah.
Well, good. Dorky, what you playing? What are you repairing today on stream?
Nothing. So I recently finished Metroid Prime Remaster on the Switch. It was pretty good. I didn't get to 100% it, but I still enjoyed it overall. I put my time into the game. I started picking up Little Kitty Big City again, and then starting now actually playing through that.
Say the name again?
Little Kitty, Big City.
I just like the name.
And so, also in the middle of this, of all this, like the NBA finals are going on. They're just separate night, but like, I'm a Mavericks fan, so just I'm just enjoying them. Other than that, yeah, that's really it lately. So, and also just come up on some Gundams that I've already built. So I got like another one that just got built recently. It's already on my display. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I forgot about me. So I've actually gotten back into No Man's Sky. You talked about the PS5 controller haptics. It actually does a good job at using the triggers, the haptic triggers. So the beam for mining can overheat. When it starts to overheat, you get more resistance. It builds up, and the closer it gets to overheating.
Cool. I mean, I'm a sucker for all that, but
yeah,
I like that. I like that.
And I forget to check, but I think the lights on the controller change as well. Because the beam starts off like white or yellow, and then it gets to red. I think the controller will do the same. So it's really neat to see all that work together. But yeah, I'm playing a lot of that. I put a pause on Dragon's Dogma. I've been kind of busy. So No Man's Sky kind of pick up, put back down, not really worry about where I am. But there's an event going on, so it's really nice. They're called Expeditions. Been playing a lot of that. And I've also been playing a lot of Farmville on my phone. That's when I'm in bed waiting, pick up Farmville 2, play a little on my phone. It's pretty great. Have cows and sheep and all that stuff. But yeah, not too much going on. But like I said, thank you for keeping it short, all of you, because I want to get into the main topic. Predictions for Summer Game Fest.
You're just gonna skip the state of play and start Game Fest. Game Fest.
We'll get into that. I want to start with predictions, and then we'll talk about all the other stuff, because I want the predictions to be what kind of gets the competition going. I wanted to start with Dustin. Dustin, did you want to start? Or do you want to keep playing a little more? If not, that's fine. I can go. I want to start with you just because I feel like our predictions won't overlap. So I can say mine and no one will, they'll copy me. I won't copy them. That makes sense? So I don't think ours are.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you all the rundown of what's going to happen here on the Xbox show. I actually did write down what is going to happen.
One at a time, bro. One at a time.
Oh my God. Okay, let me spoil it. I'm not going to watch Summer Game Fest. Actually, you know what? I'm off that time. I'll probably watch it. Okay, so you want me to go Summer Game Fest predictions? That's pretty hard because it's like, a bunch of third parties. So it's like anything could happen. They already released what's not going to be there. Is there anything you're like really hoping that's going to be there or something?
No, is there anything you hope is going to be there?
At Summer Game Fest? One time they showed this Doki Doki World, and they never brought it up again. One of my friends did mention that developer is known to like announce a game like 7 years in advance, and it's been probably like 3 or 4 years now. So maybe hopefully that one comes back. Yeah, like Bethesda. You know what I'm saying? Like a Starfield thing. As far as Summer Game Fest, I don't really know what to expect. I feel like it's usually kind of like a mixed show, anyways.
Hey, I would like to throw a wrinkle in there. You don't have to limit yourself to a show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just say, like, a prediction you think. If you want to throw in the show, go for it. But yeah, that way you don't go empty-handed. We don't leave empty-handed. So if you want to do a prediction for the Xbox show, go for it. If you want to do for Game Fest, go for it. If you want to do
100%. I thought you were against that. You just yelled at Dustin for something.
You might see in July, do that too. Why not? Nintendo Direct.
Okay, so you want me to give you the rundown of what's going to happen on Xbox Game Show?
Yes.
Just the one prediction, not a rundown. Why does he keep saying that?
Okay. I'm going to give you a rundown. Okay. So, first thing it's going to show, all right, guys, is going to be Perfect Dark. It's going to start with Perfect Dark. It's going to look amazing.
Oh,
yeah, I swear to God. It's going to be amazing. And then at the very end, it's going to show the girl's face, and guess what? I wrote this down. I don't know if I can even say this on the podcast, but I'm just going to say the girl's face is going to be very controversial because it might be half dude, half girl. What's up? Okay? Then, they're still not going to talk on the game.
No. Now we react to your one prediction.
Whoa. Let him
Then-
go.
we
He
only
never
had
talks.
one prediction.
Hold on. He never
Okay,
talks.
Alright, so
then-
Perfect Dark,
then
I
they're
don't
gonna
think
show
that's
off the
coming
new Doom
at
game,
all.
right? Okay, new Doom game, and right after that, followed by new Doom game. Twitter's gonna be going crazy about this, by the way. Okay, so
Alright.
new Doom game, and whatever. Doom
Who's
3,
the host?
cool.
Gonna be driving this.
After
Oh
that,
my
this is gonna
god,
break
he's
the
like
internet.
throwing
This is
out
gonna
all the
break the internet
predictions.
right
He's
here.
gonna say all the Xbox first parties.
He
Oh, this
never
is actually a
talks. I let
third-party
him
game
talk.
right here. Xbox third-party game right here. Persona 6 Day 1 Game Pass. What's up? There he goes. The third
No,
game.
that's too far. I think that one's a little too
Okay,
far. That's
okay,
not
hold
gonna
on,
happen.
hold on. And then Phil Spencer's gonna come on, say hi, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, guys, yeah, that's what you're gonna be playing later on, you know, in the future. Here's what you're playing today. Hollow Knight, Silk Sun. Boom. Shadow Drop, Game Pass Day 1, baby. Okay? Then, of
Oh,
course, you're
jeez.
gonna do
Okay,
a Sea
now I'm
of
cutting you
Thieves
off.
And,
He's going a long time.
okay, and then that's my final prediction. Sea of Thieves and SpongeBob DLC.
Okay, I let you go on because you never talked. As your prediction as a whole, I'll give you like 25% right. I think Perfect Dark's gonna be there. I think you might get DLC for SpongeBob or whatever other stuff you said, but everything else, nah. But that's it. You're mostly Xbox. You're really only watching the Xbox showcase.
I mean, I'm gonna watch Summer Game Fest, but I never expect anything there. Like I said, it's just that show is just so hit and miss. I don't think I've seen a good one so far.
Is it? I think last year was. See that's one of my predictions, but not the one I'm banking on. The one I'm banking on for the Summer Games Fest is gonna be Spider-Man DLC. I think they're gonna show either the release date for Spider-Man DLC or just shadow drop it. So they're available after this show. I don't think they're gonna do that one, but I do think we're gonna get something about Spider-Man DLC. Maybe a roadmap, maybe all the release dates. That's my one thing I'm banking on. And just to go through what he did, but a lot faster than he did. I think we're gonna get Crimson Desert.
Oh
Crimson
my god,
Desert,
we're gonna run through them all. Oh my god.
Crimson Desert,
Already off the
like
script.
gameplay trailer. I think we're gonna get Dragon's Dogma DLC as well. Maybe not DLC, maybe a big update, just something big about them. I saw they changed the name for Dragon Age. It's not Dreadwolf anymore. I can't remember what that name was, but I remember thinking Dreadwolf was a lot cooler of a name. And then here's my like what is it called? Secret pick. It's your like when you're doing drafts. It's your something pick. I can't remember what it's called. But I think Splinter Cell. They're gonna announce a Splinter Cell remake.
You're making my heart, man. Like,
And that's what I want. I want a Splinter Cell game for PS5, Xbox Series X. I want a new one, current gen graphics, using all the stealth they've learned from Assassin's Creed. Throw in some Hitman stuff in there too. That'd be great. Splinter Cell. So my two big picks at the end of that were Spider-Man DLC for sure. That's my lock.
I would like
and
that.
then
That'd be cool.
my Hail Mary is gonna be Splinter Cell remake, reboot, one of those announcement of some kind. So Walter, what's your rundown? I know you didn't have a rundown. If you have a rundown, what is it? What's your lock?
Oh no! Y'all wanted to play this game. Y'all better buckle up.
Okay,
Like I
then
said,
you'll
I
go
had
last.
over
Rocky, what you
22
got?
predictions. No, I'm going. And if I repeat, I don't give a flip because I don't remember what y'all said.
wait. Before you do, I'll just run mine real quick. I know Walter has a lot to talk, so
I had a lot because I thought we were going to do this like in a draft format. So in
Draft
case somebody said
format.
mine, I was like, I had like all
draft
15 to say.
format.
We have like a week of planning to get here, right? You could have had this planned with us beforehand.
I did. I told y'all how to do it, and y'all broke it from the beginning.
Nah. That's why we
You're
meet
like, yeah,
early.
let Dustin talk. He never talks. I was like,
I'm just gonna say, so I'm interested in what all these new ones like Gorilla Collective. I'm looking at the schedule right now. We got the Gorilla Collective. I want to see what they're gonna bring, but I'm trying to remember where Gorilla Collective is coming from. I think they're the publishers, like Anamura Interactives. There's also the accessibility summer showcase. I know for sure we're gonna get a new Doom, but as I posted on Twitter, no Mick Gordon, I'm not interested. I mean, he adds to the music, it adds to it.
he's the music or he's the auto designer, right?
He made the OST for both Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. But there was a lot of things that happened regardless about that, especially between Bethesda and Mick Gordon, and like he really made the soundtrack that you can still hear it to this day. I do hope for Splinter Cell. I doubt we might get it, but I am still hoping we hear a new Splinter Cell. But I don't know if we're gonna get Sam Fisher or we're gonna get Michael Ironside to come back, because they didn't bring him back for the Blacklist.
Yeah,
and that's when they changed directions. I was like,
great.
It was great as Sam Fisher. Come on, we're gonna get that. Double Fine and Iron 8-Bit Days of the Devs. I'm interested in that. I'm trying to support more indie developers. Smaller games so you can just get play, enjoy, give them something that they said, hey, it was totally worth playing this. And I do like Double Fine and Iron 8-Bit. Devolver Digital is, if you want some of the most chaotic things, I think that's going to be great. I think that's going to be great. They do bring out a lot of games. I'm kind of interested in that, but like, I do have any full-on predictions? I'm not sure. Wholesome Games Direct. Wholesome Games is pretty good. 70 games. Wow. Okay. So, but other than that, really, I'm not expecting nothing too much. We've already seen Sony's State of Play last week, and I thought.
Oh, hold on. We'll get there. Because Walter will scream at us if we get there before he does. But yeah, State of Play is what we're gonna talk about later. He's muted, doesn't know that, but.
Yeah, you also got the women-led game Summer Game Fest. So like basically, the women-led and majority-led studios by women. They're gonna have a few things in there. The future game shows for Xbox. I know we already know Black Ops 6 is gonna be a whole direct dedicated to it. I don't know what we're gonna do about Marvel's Blade. Because Arcane Studios is shut down? What are they going to do with that?
Well,
was it them doing it? I thought it was.
Yeah, it was
else.
them. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Arcane. I think it's one of. No, I'm sorry. It's the Redfall Arcane that closed down, but this is a different Arcane studio. There's the Arcane Austin. I'm kind of interested. I'm still disappointed with the Xbox, but I'm still gonna watch to see what they're gonna bring. Maybe.
Indiana Jones.
A lot of rumors. Okay, Indiana Jones. A lot of rumors of Halo coming to PS5. A lot of rumors.
If they give me a remake of Halo 1, that'd be cool.
Well, it's probably Combat Evolved. It's probably Combat Evolved.
I don't know. This might not be a popular opinion, but Halo 1's my least favorite.
But because remember, you also got Halo 2 that was a legit remaster. With new cinematics, new visuals, and stuff like that. But
I started with 2.
It started with 2, but I think it was only 2 that got the upgrade, and then Halo 1 was just literally just a graphical overhaul, but nothing else changed. And then we also had the PC game show for your PC gamers, but I don't know. There's a lot of different choices. I haven't really got put too much into it. And then, we're all just waiting for Nintendo to bring out their own on their own time frame. So, yeah, that's mine.
Thank you, Dorky. All right. I don't know where Wolfgang went. But yeah, so feel free to jump in, guys. I will pause in between to get some reactions because I think I got some pretty good ones. All right, let's start off with the biggest, the baddest, the banger. We're going to get probably another look, maybe another trailer of Elden Ring expansion. The Elder Tree, they're going to show that somewhere just to remind people it's out. It's coming out. Actually, we didn't repeat too much. I think a lot of things I had weren't said initially. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I tried taking out the things.
You didn't have Spider-Man on there? Spider-Man was one of my guarantees.
I did not, but I think while I was doing this, you mentioned that, so I didn't. I was going to let you speak on it.
Cool.
But no, I would love that. I think that is very realistic, and I think that'd be really cool. But a part of me also thinks that, like an expansion, depending on, I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to throw any spoilers out there. But on what I think that expansion is going to be, I think what majority of the people that played that game think the expansion is going to be. I think it's too big for Summer Game Fest.
No, when did they announce the game? Didn't they announce the release date at Game Awards? Or was it Summer Game Fest last year? Because I remember thinking Sony didn't
release
announce
date.
it. Yeah, and then right afterwards.
Announcement, I think announcements what shakes people. That's what Dorky's looking for at the State of Play. Like if they had more announcements, everybody would have loved the State of the Play. And I think that's what they're saving for. I don't know, maybe, and they might do one later this year. I don't know. I don't guess with Nintendo and PlayStation.
I think we're gonna get both. I think we'll get an announcement for sure, maybe a release date for the DLC.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It is likely. A part of me just thinks if it's not there, it's because it's too big for Game Fest. It's that's a big deal. Like that, will make people go buy the game and a PlayStation if they don't have one. But we'll see. I hope so. Again, I just think that's too big for Summer Game Fest. They want that on their own show. But I don't know. We'll see. Dragon Quest. So at the Nintendo Direct, if we get one later this summer, Dragon Quest, the 2Ds. I think it's time for those. I think we saw a logo before. There's some rumors that it could be like the first 3 trilogy. I think that's wishful thinking, but I would love it. I would take it. I would play all 3 of those. But if it's just Dragon Quest 3, 2D HD, I will take that. Love that. But I do think if we do get a Nintendo Direct in June or July, right now I think the rumors are saying June, but I think we'll see Dragon Quest there. I don't know if anybody else would be happy for that, but
I don't play that. He's a character in the Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah, he's like 4 of them in that one character.
That's all I know about Dragon Quest.
They pull the different protagonists.
Just remember, Dragon Quest is huge in Japan, like huge. They actually have Dragon Quest every time they have release dates. Jobs basically
it's like Monster
stop.
Hunter.
Yeah. They give them a holiday just for Dragon Quest releases.
That's great. We need that.
Next thing I have on here, I'm surprised Dustin didn't say this in his first party rundown for Xbox. Everwild. What do we call it now? I think we're going to get another look at that. Hopefully they answer a lot of the questions or concerns people had during the first show, which personally I think was quite a bit. So hopefully they could smooth that out, kind of give us a better showing of that game, get a little more hype and build up, and maybe a release date for later this year. I could really see that coming up.
Ooh, what about Avowed? Did we see Avowed there?
That's the game I was talking about.
What do you what did you call it? Everwild? Everweed?
There's one called Everwild by Rare.
Yeah, I thought you meant Everwild. Yeah,
no, not Everwild. Everwild. Yeah, I can never pronounce that right. I probably wrote it wrong.
Avowed.
So continuing the Xbox first party. I'm surprised nobody said this, but Starfield expansion, I think that's like a dead giveaway. I think that's like a free bingo right there.
No, I think they're gonna do an update. Maybe announce this that they're working on it, but I don't know if we're gonna get the DLC just yet.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be released. Like it's not gonna be a day one release, but they're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I'm
sure. Like that's the update. Like, hey, this is coming, and this is why you should be excited. And they're gonna pray and hope it's their Cyberpunk 2077 moment.
See, if they could do that, imagine the shadow drop that. Hey, everything is fixed. Go back and play Starfield. We added land vehicles. Here's the DLC. Here's a reason to New Game Plus it. Go for it. I'd be down for that. I'd go back. It's still downloaded on my Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about shadow drops. I don't know. I think a Starfield expansion, again, I think that's too big for a shadow drop. I think like Hi-Fi Rush was the perfect shadow drop.
See, I don't think it's too big for Game Pass. I think they're gonna say, go get Game Pass. You can play it today. For how much is Game Pass? $15 a month. How much is it now for Xbox Game Pass? How much it is? Go get it.
17
for Ultimate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ultimate, whatever, 50 for Ultimate, whatever it is, $10, right? For the PC Game Pass is $10. You can play it now. Boom.
And then guys,
I think it's
correct me if I'm wrong here. The next one again, continuing the Xbox first party again. So Prize Dusty didn't mention this one, but Flight Simulator 2024 update that has to be in there. Obviously, with the with the name in the title 2024, I think
I agree with you there. Right. We're halfway through the year, running out of the year. So yeah, they're gonna give us something. That's one of your picks for the draft, isn't it? I think it was one of your picks.
Yeah. If it does come out, I think that's like an easy
which we gotta do a mid-year update.
9.
Doesn't figure out how to stream your web browser. We gotta do a mid-year update for the draft at some point. Someone write that down. Dustin.
What else you do? Draft?
No, mid-year update for the draft. The update. We haven't looked at the draft since we started it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm making myself sick, so I'm gonna stop talking about Xbox first parties for a little bit. I still have more, but my stomach's on the turn. So I do think we're going to get some type of update or something about Visions of Mana, because I think that is projected to come out this summer. I hope anyway. I think we'll probably see that one again and again with the release date.
A Mana game.
I think Nintendo will be there in a form of a quick-ass trailer that just throws out a whole bunch of things that are already on Switch. Be excited, Nintendo. Wow.
Yeah, that reminds me. Do we get a new Kirby announcement? At the Direct here at the Game Fest, is it going to be a Kirby game? Because the last one was Forgotten. No, what was it called again? People loved it, but it's been a while since the last Kirby game.
The 3D one, right?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Because they gave us 2 in that one, right? They gave us a 3D one, and then they give us a 2D as well, kind of like a Nintendo, like a Mario Party, but Kirby Party.
Did they? I don't remember this. I'm not the Nintendo guy. But I do think we're going to get something of Kirby related Summer Game Fest time.
I could see that. Yeah, because I feel like they always kind of throw some fun Kirby little things and everything, especially on their bigger shows. Correct me if I'm on the name here. I feel like this one's been kind of MIA lately. Wulong?
Wulong. I think that's another good one. Wulong,
I think,
Fallen Dynasty.
especially at Game Fest, I think that's a really good one that could pop up.
That's a good Game Fest one. That one looks really good too. So what was the other one? The other fighting one? I think I wrote it down. Let me see. Oh no, Where Winds Meet. Is that the one they talked about? No, that's at the State of Play. I can't remember. There's another fighting one that I really liked that they showed off at Game Awards. I'll look for it.
I know there's a lot of wishful thinking for this one. I don't think it's a prediction, but I would feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't say this just because I know everybody really wants it. But again, I don't think it's going to be there, and that's going to be a Ghost of Tsushima 2 teaser. I don't think it's going to be there again. That's more of a wish. But
it came up at it just got released to PC, so I don't think they're going to do a part 2 anytime soon.
Oh, that adds, I think, to the fire. Because it's on everybody's mind. It's on PC now. There's a bucket of gamers that are getting into it right now. It has more buzz than it did before that PC port. And I think it's always good to kind of work that in advertising the sequel. But again, I think that would be too big for Game Fest. But I would like to be wrong.
Oh, the other fighting game I was thinking of was Black Myth Wukong. Not Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Black Myth Wukong.
I think that's the one I was talking about.
That's what I meant. That's what you meant?
Yeah.
I didn't know the title. Let's change that one over there.
I was asking, sorry, I was asking for help on the title. I knew I typed it wrong.
No, that is a game. They're both games.
Yeah, no. I wasn't talking about the Wulong Dynasty. That one already came out. That came out earlier this year or last year?
Yeah.
Black
Myth Wukong.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. I think that's a good prediction for the showcase. This one's a very minor thing, but Stellar Blade. They might do some type of little update. Maybe let everybody know that photo photo mode has been added to the game or something. Because with Stellar Blade, they've been doing something very interesting. They've been kind of keeping it in the news just to kind of keep the hype going on with that game, whether they give it more costumes or whatnot. I don't know if it'd be part of any of the shows, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see like a trailer update to throw in at least photo mode and maybe some more outfits. No Rest for the Wicked. I think we might get a mention of like a console release window. I don't know if anybody's too familiar with that one. To take it back to Xbox first parties, again, surprised these weren't on Dusty's rundown. Replaced. And Stalkers 2. I know their dev studios have a lot going on the last few years, but I do think it is time we see a bit more on those two. At the Ubisoft Forward, I think that's what it's called, right? I'm sure we're going to get a Star Wars Outlaw reminder that's coming out later.
And definitely getting Shadows. Shadows something.
You're just going to wait for me to say it next.
No, that's my Assassin's Creed. It's my thing. Shadows is going to be there. Maybe
you had your rundown.
Definitely getting a...
Yeah,
I said keep it to 5, like 5 or 6. I didn't think you'd have 20. I didn't know you had 20 until you said 20, right? Like 10 seconds ago. 20 minutes ago. And this is exactly why I said let's start with the predictions, because I knew Walter was going to bring it, and he brought it. Everyone give it up for Walter.
Another Xbox first party. It would be, I know Rolly or Dorky would, be ecstatic to see this. A Gear 6 teaser. Just a heads up, it's coming, it's alive, be excited. And then maybe until that comes out, here's a Gears remaster collection. Boom. Xbox's exclusives triple just like that.
Ready?
Wow.
Here's Gears remake going to PS5.
Well, that's a little much.
Really? But Halo remastered going to PS5 isn't that big of a deal?
Not Halo 1. It feels like Halo 3 or Reach or Infinite maybe.
But do we really need
like
remasters? Like, how many remasters in life do we need in our lifetime? Or maybe just port them, just call it a day. I don't know. But going back to Gear 6, sorry. Gears 5.
Gorky, I would like to add, I would be more excited for a Gears 1 to PlayStation than a Halo Combat Evolved to PlayStation.
If we get Gears, but if we're still sticking with Gears 1, we're not getting new games. We're just getting recycled games that some of us have already played. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some games I would not mind replaying. Ocarina of Time, I'd replay that for too much. Super Mario Bros. 3, it's like my mecca where I'm traveling that I need to play it once every few years. But like sometimes we need new games, not just remasters. Like the Until Dawn thing, come on. And then we'll go back to that later. But Gear 6, give us a Gear 6 teaser. Give us a Gear 6 something. Like, now I'm just curious about what's going to happen, but also I need to still play Gears 5. That's on my end. I should have gone and actually went through it. But I know that me and Wolfgang were planning to like try to go through the Gear series. To go through that at least. Because you haven't played them, right?
At all. Not a single one.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to change that as soon as possible. So I may have to just do it online, just bite the bullet, get Xbox Live, and then we'll just go through it.
Don't tell Walter, but I bought a Series S. It sits in the bedroom right now. It's a streaming machine, but I can play games on it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I won't tell Walter, so I won't tell him that he doesn't have an Xbox.
Hey, I also support Closing Studios. Go ahead, go right ahead.
Oh, now you bring up Closing Studios when I'm the one that's like, why would they close them? And you're, come on, Walter. Come on, Wong.
We brought it up. We just didn't want to, treat it as that tragic.
It's a funeral, man. It was a funeral. We're gonna mourn for the people who gave us great games. Without them, you wouldn't be gaming to this day.
But then something happened that we really did need to mourn for, and then it would have been like, oh, we're doing the same thing we did for that.
Hey, look.
You got a point.
If the developers for Unicorn Overlord went down, you would be upset and say, well, they made such an awesome game. We're never going to get anything like that.
gamers everywhere would be like, oh my god, like hopefully Microsoft doesn't buy them, because then that's probably what's gonna happen.
And then
Oh, you know what?
Microsoft's gonna buy you, and they're gonna
So
close you down.
it's gonna happen right after Persona 6. It's gonna be like, oh, the great success of Persona 6, and then
We're
2 months
closing
later,
Atlas.
they
They're
close
gonna
down
close
Atlas.
the Atlas.
We're letting them go. We're done. We got Call of Duty.
We
No,
overhire. we
even
didn't come back.
better. They're gonna merge Atlas to make Call of Duty games. That's what they're gonna do.
Everyone who joins
we need
is
more
gonna-
anime skins in Call of Duty. Come on.
And it sucks because Warzone just introduced the Gundam skins, and I'm like,
Do I want to go back?
back.
Do I want to play that again?
No, you can't do this to me. You can't do this
I
to
was like,
me.
oh. Hey, I saw in Fortnite they have the Fallout armor suits.
In the battle pass? Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
battle pass of the.
I was like, damn, they jumped on that quick.
Oh yeah,
Or maybe I'm late to it.
they jumped
Oh.
on it, but it's also matches the theme, like the wasteland kind of like Battle Back style with vehicles and all that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I haven't got back. I haven't actually played it. I want to go and actually play this season just for a bit, just to try it. I want to try it out.
Walter, Zenless Zone Zero. Anything about that? Then we get something there.
It looks
that a new
really
game?
cool. Obviously,
that's
I
a
love
new
the
game.
style. They did the same people that did Genshin and the same people that did Honkai Star Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah.
I would love to get into those, but because of the nature of gacha games, I try not to touch those. But it looks cool. I'm curious to see what kind of play style. I'm sure my daughters will love it. But yeah, not like for me, I think it's cool. I'm sure it's gonna have a crowd because all their other games have been hits. But yeah, for me personally, like I probably won't. Try not to install it.
Well, I think that's coming out in this year. But I just don't remember when.
Yeah, it's soon. It's really soon. Hey, one thing that I think that's not going to be a video game that is going to be announced, and I would not be surprised if it is at the Game Fest show, and that is a Sonic 3 movie trailer with Keanu Reeves debuting as Shadow's voice. With that, maybe they throw some type of Sonic remaster somewhere in there.
Well, they didn't say he was gonna be Shadow, but all points are leading him to be Shadow.
Who else is he gonna be? He's a big name. He's not gonna be anybody else.
I'm curious of how he's gonna sound in that movie because it's like, are we gonna get the Keanu Reeves? Or are we gonna get something unique based off of?
Nah, you know what? He's gonna be big. He'll be big.
You always get
That's
Keanu.
Make the cat.
He'll be big.
Where's Froggy? Hey, there's Froggy. Actually, cool thing. I met John St. John, the guy who voices Duke Nukem, also voices Big the Cat. Well, in the Sonic Adventure games. And there was this one time at a convention, I got to meet him, and then I went to a panel, and he did a Big the Cat as Duke Nukem, and then a Duke Nukem as Big the Cat. It was great. It was perfect.
That's awesome. I just had a few more things. I'm sorry,
Okay,
I should have
good.
saved
I was
one
gonna
of the
cut you
bigger
off.
things. I should have saved one of the bigger things to the end, but these are all small. Final Fantasy 16 PC port. I can see that popping up at some point. Diablo 4 expansion. I think
also
talking about that would be cool.
I
They
forgot
did
who I
announce
was
the Final
watching.
Fantasy 16 port.
And then the
That's
very last
coming-
thing, I think this is going to be PlayStation's biggest thing at all the summer shows, other than, of course, Astrobot that they showed the State of Play, Lego Horizon. And everyone's
Lego
going to be
Horizon.
upset because it's not
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima 2.
They're not gonna. Lego Horizon, I think, is a good one. What did you bring up before that? You brought up something. I completely blanked.
Diablo 4
What is-
expansion?
That one. I think that's gonna shadow drop. If we get any shadow drop, it's gonna be an expansion.
That could use a shadow drop.
I think that's gonna get enough people like, oh, I gotta check this out, and it's on Game Pass. Let's go, like Dustin, let's go, check it out. People are gonna play it for a day or two, and then drop off. But I do think it'll be shadow dropped. That's one of my guesses.
That would be fun. I would like that as a shadow drop.
I think so. I might not go back to play it, but it would definitely be a good shadow drop.
Same. I would be like, cool.
I mean, Good for you guys. Speaking of cool that I wish I had time to play, wish I had the money to buy it, is Destiny 2 The Final Shape. That's already released. It released like 2-3 days ago. Haven't played it yet.
I didn't know it was already
I want
released.
to. Yes. And they're doing, instead of seasons, they're doing episodes. I think I'm right about that. Episodes. So.
Dude, I swear I was fighting that.
Anyway,
Did
but yeah.
anybody watch me fight that boss for like 30 minutes right there? That was ridiculous. Like I must be like super
because
underleveled in this game. That fight
You
lasted
don't
at least
play
20
enough
minutes.
video games. You need to play more video games. You need to get the
And
gamer
all
sense
limit
going.
breakers. All limit breakers.
You need gamer sense. But good. Well, that was the predictions. Walter, as expected, you went on a rant. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. You always make me think of games I don't remember, and you make me remember games that I didn't know I could think of. Anyway, but you want to talk about the state of play? Now is the time. I think the state of play was 4 out of 5. I forgot what our new scale was. I don't think it was great. I think it gave people a good amount of things. One thing that I was really excited to see? I wrote it down before. I gotta fill the silence. Was the my goodness? Besides Wilds, I think Wilds was really cool. The Wilds was really cool, but it was Astrobot. Astrobot I was very excited to see. Wilds is really cool. I do want to play Wilds, but seeing Astrobot there, I haven't seen him since the PS5 was released. So I'm excited to get more of him. Yeah, it's a tech demo. Yeah, I'm excited for Astrobot. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And besides the tech demo, it'll be my first Astrobot game.
Yeah, I think the Astrobot, I heard that there's going to be a lot more stuff in there. Like a lot of more content than because I know that the Astrobot, the one that came with the the PlayStation 5s for free, but they said that this one is going to be like way more content, like a legit
game.
full-fledged game, not just like a tech, like what Wolfgang said, not a tech demo. I'm excited for it too. I mean, they're gonna do a lot of like Sony, a lot of references. I saw Bloodborne in there. I saw Bloodborne Astrobot. If I can wear him as a skin, I'll be wearing him.
Yeah. It's close as you get.
I think. Do you think this is the start of like PlayStation amiibos? Are they gonna sell these Astrobot style figurines?
Oh, I would love that.
Ooh,
I'll try not to buy them.
Please,
I would love to see
please
them.
don't give him that idea. I've already spent the money on actual
It's too
amiibos.
late. I said it out there. It's in the world now.
I
Now
like
it comes
that.
out. It's my idea. I can say it's my idea. Everybody.
So I'm generally excited for Astro Boy. I think Dusty knows. I really enjoyed that tech demo. I had a blast with it, and much like a lot of people that ran through it, like wished it was like a full game. I'm really excited that PlayStation's taking this dive. I really think they could really push and use Astro as like a mascot for the whole brand. I think it's one of those IPs that they can really lean on just and kind of put it in that category like Nintendo has Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. They could reboot those 3 franchises over and over again into a new audience. As good as the IPs are for PlayStation, I don't think they have IPs that they can reboot to get new audiences. So I think Astro Boy really does open up that window.
I honestly think that is because Sony tries to cater towards more the adult market, that they always want something new and fresh rather than using up the stuff. And I think that's what makes Nintendo what gives Nintendo a little bit more of a leverage. They have franchises that are household names that people can actually. Yeah, they're ageless.
I love Pokemon. My daughters love Pokemon.
You can pass it on to the next generation with no problem. My friend's kid loves Pokemon, and she's also playing Mario. She loves Yoshi, Princess Peach, and like they're great for any type of age. And you have generations of games where they're all focusing on certain things. You either got multiplayer, single player, stuff like that. With Sony, it's kind of like they don't have that. They don't have that, like, I can be consistent. They have to stick with one genre with a character, and then they just keep it there. Like, when they had Crash Bandicoot could have been Sony's big marketing, but I know it's Activision's, that Crash Bandicoot just, like, he's just going to be platform. I mean, don't get me wrong. They had, like, Team Crash Team Racing. They started Average pushing out, but they weren't taking it, like further out other than let's make another Crash game. But then like afterwards, like, Sony just doesn't stick with one. They want to get multiple IPs. So they're relying off of their own internal developers to create games. But they don't have anything that's timeless fully yet.
Hmm. So I'm hoping Astro could be that. And then with all the skins, like you mentioned, like I hope there is skins. I hope we could change the way he looks. And they're not just, other Astrobots to help you in the story. I would be happy regardless, but it would be kind of cool to like change my helmet, change my outfit. I always like that kind of stuff. But yeah, out of the state of the play, that was definitely that might, as of right now, not just the state of the play, but everything's been announced. That's the one thing so far that I really want on day one. I think tomorrow there's a Metaphor extended gameplay. So that'll probably join it in that ranks of I needed day one for the Summer of Gaming hype.
You mentioned day one. Something I want day one, and I was saving this for last, so this doesn't yell at us because we're running out of time, is Dynasty Warriors. They announced that at the State of Play. I love Dynasty Warriors. This is a really big Dynasty Warrior game. It comes out in 2025, unfortunately, but that's going to be a day one game for me. Huge battles. You're just a swordsman or whatever fighting through them. Let's go. Better than a zombie game.
Nice.
If you have no clue about Dynasty Warriors, you can also jump into the Hyrule Warriors. That's also it's based.
No. Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
No, but like
It's newer.
that's the fun
It's
part.
better.
Hyrule Warriors.
More characters.
It's developed by Bandai Namco, and Nintendo gave them the license for the Zelda version. So like, if you want a Zelda themed Dynasty Warriors, there's the Hyrule Warriors. There's also a Gundam Hyrule Dynasty Warriors version too that you just like mow down through them too. It's crazy.
I think I did play that Fire Emblem one. That's the one where it I can't remember what the characters' names were. I remember the story, kinda. But anyway, Dynasty Warriors, very excited about it. That's gonna be my day one purchase next year, along with GTA 6 and Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna be very poor next year. Very, very poor.
Monster Hunter Wilds, Astrobots, Dynasty Warriors. I'm getting a little bit interested. Everything else kind of just not interested as much. But Dynasty Warriors Origins, like, so those games on the other consoles, like, I wonder how many more people you could put in at one time, like on screen, that you could just like mow down through.
Yep. Especially with the power of the new consoles, yeah. Because it's only on next gen. I don't think they're gonna go. Yeah, I don't think they're going back to the older gens. So yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the power. Bring me the power. And if we get the pro versions at some point before then, and they harness the power of the PS5 Pro, or however they're gonna word it, that's gonna be fantastic. Very excited for this.
Stabilize those frame rates.
That was my one more thing. Anyone else got one more thing before we jump off?
Xbox handheld.
Oh, that too. That's
yeah.
That's a good one. Not happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Xbox
Dude, that's
is
for
trying
sure
to hit
happening.
that.
That's for sure happening.
I think that's a rumor that people willed into existence. I don't think it's gonna happen.
And people already
what
make
were you
concept
saying?
art. No, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be a handheld, but it's gonna be like the PlayStation Portal. It's gonna be a cloud-based
streaming.
only. Yeah, just a streaming device.
I think that's true. If it ever does, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be that. No
They
way.
rely too much on cloud streaming. That's like their push. I'd rather just like, no, how about we actually play on the device without having to completely load into it? But I don't know.
Yeah, they already have the Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Streaming, and I think that's the two that they use. Whatever, I can play on my phone from my Xbox Remote Play for Xbox. I believe that. But I don't think they're going to charge you the same price as an iPhone so you can play games that the iPhone can run. Or Resident Evil 4. The iPhone doesn't run it great either. But I agree. It's cloud streaming only. No native playing. But good. That's a good one more thing. I totally forgot that was happening. I'm proud of you. You're paying attention. I thought you were too busy. Oh, he's gone. All right.
Hey, bad news. Xbox took off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, PlayStation took off 8K off their boxes. I know.
They did?
Yeah, it's gonna make people return their PlayStations.
Oh man, it was in gold too. In gold letters, 8K.
Yep.
I saw that on Twitter. I was like, I think one game hit 8K, right?
One.
The
Correct.
tourist.
Yeah.
We mentioned
Tourist,
this
the
on
tourist.
our previous podcast. Yeah. Tourist,
We
the
did.
tortoise, the turtle. Yeah, but if no one else has anything else before, anyone do any plugs before we sign off here? If not, I'll plug it for you. You can find Dustin at DustyAF on whatever he uses. You can find Dorky on Dorky Raptor 88 on Twitch.tv/Dorky Raptor 88. And All Day Wong has not told me anything yet, so he gets no plug. No plug for you today. You can find me
Nada.
at King Wolf the Great on YouTube. That's the only place I am. I do have other social apps installed. I don't use them, so don't find me there. You can find 3 posts on it. That was loud. Thank you. But aside from that, thank you all for joining. This has been another great show. What is it, Dustin?
He froze.
Is that me? Did he freeze? Hangs up.
I got a feeling he did that on purpose.
I think so too. Except he's the one keeping the lights and the mics on, the stream running, the show runner. You know, he can't leave.
It did freeze. But I think it's my phone that froze.
We can still hear you. What's up?
Yeah,
Because now
can
you're
see
keeping
now.
us over time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
think
keeping
my
us
phone
over
froze,
time now.
but I still see me on the OBS. Yeah.
So, you got anything you want to say?